Yo, what is up? What is up? It's your boy, Uncle Fred, back in the house. Let me get in the center of my picture here. Hey, I'm back, and probably better than ever before. Y'all probably thought the boy fell off the wagon, you know, back in the saddle. One more in. Welcome video. We just gonna try to test. I got some new equipment. Let's go back and do like a reset, kind of do a refresh, had to do a reboot, all those kind of things. We had to do that. So just wanted to kind of like touch base, trying to see how the equipment is sounding, trying to see how I'm sounding, trying to see how I'm looking. Still got to do my new camera. This is the camera on my laptop, but yeah, I'm back, and the season's about to kick off. Your boy Uncle Fred gonna be back in the saddle. Gonna be coming back every week. Gonna be talking a couple of, probably 2-3 times a day. Uh, as the season, comes around. With the Cowboys, always something is going on, and we're gonna definitely talk about those things. We're gonna kind of briefly talk about the things that we've missed. Well, we ain't missed them, but you missed them. You missed me talking about them. So we'll talk about some of the things that have transpired since we last further video. Go in depth on each of them. So sit back for about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Two times on the beat, bitch.
What's good, Pete? This is your boy Uncle Fred. Back, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I know it's about 2 in the morning, and I just got into work, so I thought I was kind of playing around. I sleep in the daytime, and be up at night, so I work at night, so that's how that works. Hit that like, that comment, that subscribe button. Trying to get our way up to 1K so we can kind of do this thing right and get everything going. But anyway, Uncle Fred show, Uncle Fred show is back. Uncle Fred show is back. All right, yes, more stuff I got. Uncle Fred show is back. I got some new equipment.
Congratulations, well done.
But anyway, we got a couple of talking points that we're going to talk about. Just hit and miss and get on out of here. Get out y'all's way. Let y'all get sleep. Y'all wake up this morning. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all watch the video. So I don't know how I'm sounding. I'm still adjusting knobs and switches and levers and all that sort of stuff with my new equipment here. And I don't know if I'm over modulating, if I sound good or what. I really don't know. But anyway, a lot of things have taken place since we last met. So, last thing we had happen was last Eagles won the Super Bowl. exactly how I feel about that thing right now. Eagles won the Super Bowl like 40-22, I think, over the Chiefs. But anyway, so Eagles won the Super Bowl, and that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. All Cowboys because yuck, that's how I feel. Yuck, the Eagles, and that's what they rolled in. We hate the Eagles. We just do. I mean, if the, don't judge me for saying this, but if the plane went down with the Eagles in it, I'm saying, man, I hate what happened to that pilot. That's how I that's that's how I feel.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. So anyway, after that went down, we had free agency. We had some solid pickup. Dante Fowler, who's on the team. Got him back from the Commanders. They gave him a 2-year deal. So Fowler's back. We ended up getting Kenneth Murray Jr. from Titans. As a linebacker, bumper. I like him. We got Kyer Elam from the Buffalo Bills. A nice trade. Cowboys do some smart things when they want to. All right, they do. They do some very smart things when they want to do them. Right. And then so we did that. There was some more guys that they got. They ended up getting a couple other defensive linemen. I think Solomon Thomas, like Dak Prescott. I don't know. He looked more like Dak than Tad does. I don't know, man. When he be talking like, dang, Dak gained about 35 pounds. He's about 285, 290. That's about two. That's a long weight. That's like he's about like 220 pounds, 218 or something like that. How that manifests on the field. Digressing. So we got Solomon Thomas, Peyton Turner, uh, and we got a few other guys. So we did pretty good at free agency. Running back, so we ended up getting Devontae Williams. That was our first free agent pickup. Not really. I don't know. I'm not that on that. I mean, we'll see. They kept him in bubble wrap all the preseason. So he is our RB1. So, and then of course we end up getting uh, Miles Sanders and all that stuff. Miles Sanders we end up right. Well, those are some of the highlights uh, of the free agency. That the free agency wasn't great because it was it was good. It was decent, right? Because what we have to compare that to is we kind of have to compare that to the okay, we have to compare that to we had to compare that to what we did last year. Okay? Um, so so with all they did to get Eric Kendricks and Zeke. So they did pretty good this year, and they had about $70 million to play with once they restructured Dak and CD's contract. They had about 60 million to play with. They still got 31 million left. Um, so that went pretty well. And then here comes the draft, right? So the draft comes. Of course, we all wanted what Ashton Genty, right? Ashton Genty, Raiders flipping guy. Okay, well let's get Tedoroa McMillan. Okay, Panthers got him. That's why Leggett, ended up with Tedoroa, and Jimmy Horn in the draft. Got drafted by them. Still got Alan Thielen, so I think he's getting ready to go back to the Vikings. Everything. So they got a ton of receivers over there. So why did they lose the draft first round? But anyway, so we ended up drafting Tyler Booker, which I was incredulous by because I was like, eh, mean, because there's a lot of content people will want to get off the line. Off the line is dominant woman. So we drafted Tyler Booker last year, right? So Tyler Guyton last year. And the thing is, front office, I wish they would listen to some of the content people. I wish some of you guys know like Mike Lombardi, one cave, over media. Congratulations to him.
Congratulations, well done.
But he was trying to tell us, man, Tyler Guyton, you all right? You got that ready, that good team, hand places and structural stuff going to be right. He's a project. I only drafted him in the first round, and he was not good last year. Okay, now what Bosch was trying to tell us that, and of course, you have to listen to know how Bosch thinks. Bosch wants guys to come in, especially off the line, high floor guys. Which means when you come in, you're ready to play. You come out the box, go. Well, Guyton was kind of like a lead work guy. Duke Manny Weather, all got that stuff going. But anyway, we knew we had Tyler Guyton last year, and so guard number 12. Of course, now I'm happy because it's a roll tide. Everybody know I roll tide. I got Alabama stuff here too. I got Cowboy stuff. That's I was happy for him. Okay, second round. Okay, we're gonna get us a receiver. We're gonna go get us. Maybe we'll trade up and get a Hooper. Maybe we'll trade up and go get Jalen J. Dick. One of those guys. Nah, we go get Ezra Rock. Donovan Ezra. I call him DJ Easy. Player of the year at Boston College. 16 sacks, about 21 tackles for loss, something like that, some crazy number like that. Player of the year in the ACC. So I'm like, okay, another edge rusher. On offense, he defensive tackle. Alfred Collins, anybody like that. Graham, Kenneth Graham went right after him, right after Booker in the first round. Grant, Kenneth Grant, sorry. Mason Graham. Mason Graham went, I think, to the Jaguars, was it? I think. But anyway, so we end up with DJ Easy. Then we get Devon Ravel in the third round, which I mean, actually we really got 3 first round picks in the first round. Devon Ravel has a ACL in there when we drafted him. So we drafted him, we ended up getting Jason Blue in the 5th round. Got Jay Toya, 7th round. Got big 110, 340 pounds. So we was kind of upset, like we didn't get nobody's wide receiver. Little did we know that Jerry told the truth for a change. He said, "Here we've got some substantive in the work." We was like, "Jerry, you just saying that to keep us engaged. You ain't planning nothing." Lo and behold, boom, out of nowhere, Royce Pickens traded for like 3rd or 4th round pick for the season. I'm like, hot damn, we going, we cooking now. Now with who we got in the draft, now I'm feeling pretty good. Now I'm like, okay, Cooper Beebe at center, Tyler Smith at one guard, Tyler Booker at the other guard. Yeah, we're gonna be mauling guys. We got a guy to go opposite CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, and with Jake Ferguson. Oh yeah, ready to cook. All right. So the draft went pretty good, and of course that extra move, George Pickens, that monster move. Kudos to the front office for that and stuff. So, but my whole thing with that, good start because we were a bad team last year. Okay? we were 7-10. Okay, and the Eagles won. What did they do? 14-3 and won the Super Bowl. So we got to do better than pretty good. So really, I thought the moves we made got us back close to where we were before we, let the cord fall last year. I felt like we needed to do more than just that. 'Cause that just gets us back to just below the Eagles, right? Got millions of dollars left. Let's go get us a DT. Let's go make a move and get DJ Reader or something like that. Go get Stephon Gilmore. He's still out there. Or go get Mike Hilton. We really got no cornerback, right? Big. So you had that going on. Um, so of course that crazy. I'm gonna say this, man. A lot of y'all, man, love it's just how Jerry is. I think a lot of us think Cowboy fans, something what I call stock enduring things that we really shouldn't have to endure and witness, and we pass it off as okay. And somehow they were talking about Trayvon Diggs, and I know some of the fans got in on the act, and I would like to hope that I have evolved as a fan where I don't just look at players as just group of players on the chessboard, or like my man, shout out to my man Chandler Lucas, I used to work with him. Man, I had to stop thinking that these players are just Madden characters. They got feelings. They're people. They're not just football players. And I know we love our football. I don't want to know these players. I don't want to look at them as human beings. I just want my football. I get it. But Trayvon Diggs is a human being. He had a rough forward play. Felt like the Cowboys put him in a bad position, but they felt like they rushed him back. So he had an ACL tear, and I felt like they rushed him back. And because I felt like they rushed him back, I felt like he had a setback. Now they want to push it off as that, well, he didn't attack his training right. And the fans are like, yeah, you tell him, Jerry. Like, no, that's not good. How many owners you think may not be happy with, or general managers might not be happy with something that the players might have done? They don't talk about it on the open air. It's just not done. It's not feasible. You just don't do that. I own the team. I should be able to do what I want. And y'all come at me with that. And I'm like, that's because you can't. That's in the Bible. That's because all things may be lawful, but all things may not be prudent. May not be in the best interest. Okay? May not be the smart thing to do. Okay? Your wife asks you how I look in this dress. You might say, well, it makes your behind look a little lopsided. You're not saying that. Okay? You can say it, but you be living with somebody else that night. Okay? You can't say anything you want just because you own the team. Okay? Anyway, and then Steven doubling down on it and all this sort of stuff. Of course, that they really got on him because he sought outside sources to do his rehab. Some people in Florida, in Miami. So they got on him for that and took $500,000 from him because they want to be able to control what he does, who he trains with and stuff, so they can keep an eye on it. And I do get that part. But if you see it from Trayvon's point of view, it's like, look, I tried it your way, right? And I got hurt again. And a lot of our players get hurt again. There's a reason why. I don't want to be too long, but I looked up all of those things in the NFLPA. Cowboys didn't get a good grade on training staff. It's well stocked, but it's not well staffed. And we had a lot of people with ACL back. Sam Williams, Trayvon Diggs, Marion Overshown, Josh Buckley. quite a few ACLs. Okay, and that's one of the more serious injuries. And you only got like one or two guys that's handling these people's rehab. So he felt like, look, I got to go somewhere else to do this. My career is hanging in the balance here because it really was. I said, oh, he may play this last game, his last year in a Dallas Cowboy uniform. And then they disparaged him so bad in the press conferences that nobody would be willing to touch him. That's why I don't think you should be able to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, disparage Jerry. And I know he got his little Netflix thing that went on. That's fine. I mean, yeah, Jerry, great, yeah, great.
Congratulations, well done.
Okay, I'm not watching about that. I got more important things to do. Scouting the team to see how we can get back to our former places and stuff. But so he went because that guy, those people in Florida, worked with his brother Stephon Diggs. They got him back from an ACL in about 8 months, 6 to 8 months. So lo and behold, Stephon said, "Okay, you gonna besmirch me? I'm gonna put the videos out showing you my training record, showing you my progress, showing you me doing the little typewriter thing, going in and out, making breaks and cuts." Lo and behold, when the Cowboys went to their 53-man roster, they were supposed to be putting Trayvon on the PUP list, which means he would miss the first 4 games, come back like week 4 or 5. He's like, I might be ready game 1. He came and he passed his physical, and was able to make the 53-man roster. Now he's probably not going to play game 1, but the fact that what he's been through, he had a what you would call like a grafting type surgery where they drilled things in the bottom of his knee and that it created cartilage because he had no cartilage. Okay, called micrografting is what I think it used to be called. It's not a very easy surgery, very invasive. And he was able to come back from that. So I think that the Cowboys, I think Jerry, I think Steven, I think some of you as fans owe Trayvon Diggs an apology because you ran that dude through the mud. That dude came up smelling like gold. Now he going to be able to play. Love him to be able to play against the Eagles. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But if he can start game 2 or game 3 and be able to play through the rest of the season, that'll make our cornerback room look a whole lot better than what it's looking like right now. I've been screaming, go get Gilmore because Diggs ain't gonna be ready for like game 8. And Ravel had a setback of some sort. He's not gonna be ready to probably game 5 or game 6. All right. So you going out there with Elam playing and some unknown entity playing the slot. I kept seeing Andrew Booth out there getting his draws smoked, and I'm like, no, the devil is a lie. He's not gonna be out there. And then there was some other guys out there. But the guy I liked was a dude named Zion Childress. He was an undrafted free agent, because of course we love. He played well, number 48, and then making tackles, covering guys, coming in on the ball carriers, knifing through, making tackles in preseason. Looked pretty good. Made the 53-man roster, but alas, today he's been put on waivers. They brought in. I'll get to that, but yeah, Karma is a beat. Yeah, because Trayvon Diggs got the last laugh. All right. Then the Micah and Jerry. I don't know where you side on him. I'm always gonna side with the players. People make David Mulugeta, the agent, the bad guys. David Mulugeta managed 42 players, namely Jalen Ramsey, Kyle Pitt, uh, uh, Jordan Love, Dante Fowler, George Pickens. That one is because Pickens is up for a contract. He's in the last year of his rookie deal with the Steelers. So this apparently Jerry thought they had a deal back in March, a handshake deal, right? I don't know what the stipulation was it 5 years, 40 a year, 200 mil with whatever guarantees, whatever they supposedly shook on. He told Jerry, okay, y'all talk to my agent, work out the details. Apparently, Jerry didn't want to talk to the agent, but that's what's been reported. A lot of people are like, well, what should he should already he should know the agent's not that important. We don't even need agents. You know what that's like saying you're in a criminal case or you've got a contract you don't need a lawyer to go find. Now, a guy named Shamar Stewart that plays for the Bengals. I'm glad he had an agent because they looked over his contract and there was a lot of things missing on there on his contract. So he held out. So yeah, it pays to have somebody looking over your contract, looking over, crossing all the I's, all the T's, dotting all the I's. So agents are a necessity. Those contracts sometimes are 30 and 40 pages long. He plays football. He has to have somebody to represent him so that all the things are accounted for. Jerry is a master at this thing. Michael plays football, even though he's a smart player. Michael plays football. That's what the agent gets paid to do. Yeah, call his agent, get the deal done. So that's not getting done, and so Michael had to make a little mea culpa. Hey, I don't want to play for the Cowboys no more. I came to you, we sat down, we talked about the deal. I told you to go call my agent, and you hadn't talked to him since March. Jerry comes back on Michael Irvin's show and then on Stephen A's show. I'm like, dude, you need to be going trying to fill these holes on the team. Quit making your daggum court appearance. Quit making your appearance. But he said, yeah, we sent it to him. He told him to stick it up our butt. And I'm like, this agent is just terrible. I'm like, all right, you can say that, and that's fine to say that. Sometimes you gotta take things through the. How does that smell? Okay. David Mulugheta managed 42 people in the NFL. So I just named a few of them. Dante Fowler, Boyd Pickens, Michael Parsons, Jordan Love, a few others. I got the full down here, but I don't want the video to go too long. But now, have you ever heard there being a stalemate with any of those other contract situations? Or did this just happen when they was dealing with the Cowboys? I'll give you another one. When Rocky Arsenal had, he also a T. Higgins plays for the Bengals, but he's got about 30 as well. I've not heard any stalemate from them on the contract. Maybe it just don't make mainstream news, maybe. But of course, now when he was doing Zeke's contract back in 19, Zeke had to hold out, work it out. Okay? What about Todd France? He manages a lot of other people in the NFL. Also, Brandon Aubrey, okay? Butter. Okay, I never heard nobody. Matter of fact, I didn't even know his name until he was dealing with Dak Prescott's contract because all of those other contracts kind of just go and they get done and nobody talks about it and it gets done. Just like today, the Baltimore Ravens signed Kyle Hamilton to I don't know what the stipulations of it was, but he's a dude uh, uh, safety, like all inclusive safety. I think it may be a year or two early, wobbling about it. I wonder who his agent is. I don't know. I have to look that up. You heard nothing of it. Okay? Rock Nation back 10 years ago with uh, uh, Dez Bryant got drug out. You know, Dez had to try to play injured, got hurt trying to catch up in training camp, and that didn't end well. 2 years later, that Dez was off the team. It kind of derailed his whole career, basically the end of his career. Dez wasn't old when he left the Cowboys. Okay? And so what I'm telling you is that think nothing seems to be a problem until they deal with the Cowboys. Then it's a problem. Then it's the agents, the devil. Maybe Jerry and Stephen are the devil. Ever think about that? Because they don't seem to be a problem until it becomes them. But now I've heard the latest. I've heard Michael spotted at an airport. I don't know. I was hoping beyond hope that they would be together, get together, and get this thing done so we can play Sunday, Thursday. Got 7 days to play the Eagles. I just can't see how we fare. So, I don't know. Then okay, so last thing we talked about, we get ready to close the video. 53-man roster was made. All the major players there, a couple of surprises. Got two off the team on the practice squad. He got picked up on the practice squad. I believe he did. Trey Holden. Catch a lot of content people. I remember him at Alabama. I don't remember that much of Oregon. I remember Alabama catching passes. Milroe and Bryce Young. Zion Childress made the team, but now he's got cut. The Cowboys have brought in. These guys, right? They are AC Bridges and Florida, and the other guy, right, is Frederick, better known as Freddie Stewart, who is undrafted free agent, plays for the Vikings. Both Minnesota. Now, these Cowboys these two guys are on their roster. They had the Andrew Booth.
Oh! Oh!
I really want they released Andrew Booth. We'll see. But so we just got gymnastics on whatever roster. Anyway, that's all we're gonna talk about today. See how the video sounded, and if got a new mic, got new system. And I'm still trying to work out the kinks. Still trying to work out stuff with my camera. This is the laptop camera. It's a little fuzzy, not the best quality. Don't have all the high pixels, but anyway, that's all we got. But man, it's always something going on with the Cowboys. Soap opera 365, ain't it? Soap opera 365. That's what Jerry says. Guess y'all wouldn't have it no other way. I done got old. Had a birthday last week. I'm about to turn with the odometer turn over to the 60s. I don't like busy. I like quiet now. Okay? I like quiet. I don't like busy. I like quiet. Okay. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, come apart, Uncle Fred Sports Experience. I will be back on Saturday, 8, and we will be doing a preview for the college football season. College football season on Saturday. Alabama, Florida State, Ohio State, Texas, LSU, name a few. And forward to that, man. Football in full efficient. Yeah. So, like I said, share this video and share this content as I try to get this thing back on track. And I'll let your boy. Got- I ain't get monetized right now. That's a good heart. I do have a good heart. I have a- It'll help me prop print. But anyway, man, like, comment, subscribe, and all the other experience. Guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Catch you guys